And then again, consider the following step. 2014, Bijak, composition of teachings of Dadu Dayal. Already we see this question again for greater clarity. Then philosophy of Pusti Marg Pramod Badhacharya. No, we already seen. That is a different. So answer is none. We know that one. So Bijak is a composition of, that is Kabir. This slide is there twice. Okay, that is by Kabir. Now you can look at Nanak is from Lahore, 1469 to 1539. He was a storekeeper at Daulat Khan Lodi court. The greater stress on the purity of the character and the conduct, the individual character, the individual behavior, individual attitude plays an important role, and under the influence of a teacher. Under the influence of a teacher. That is, this is the first character. This is the first condition to approach the God. And then you can approach the God through the guidance of a spiritual teacher or need of a guru for guidance. Okay, need of the guru for guidance too. Okay, and then he was followed by a Muslim disciple wherever he went, Nanak, and that is with by Mardana, with a musical instrument that is called as Rabab. So he is a ardent follower of Nanak. Wherever Nanak went, he used to follow him with a musical instrument and singing the verses which were composed by Nanak. And his followers are today called as Sikhs. That is Nanak. And then Dadu Dayal, Rajasthan, 1544 to 1603. He born as Muslim but grew up under Hindu cotton trader, like Ulta of Kabir. Kabir, that is, he born as Hindu but grew up under Muslim family. Then again, he was illiterate, Dadu Dayal, and his verses are collected by his followers, his disciples, in a book, the Bani, and the book is in Hindi. That's a collection of verses of teachings of Dadu Dayal. And his followers also called us, become a kind of a cult following, Dadu Panthis. They expose the dead, like the Parsis, to animals also, to birds also. And they are Nirguna for the Kabir teachings. Again, whichever we are discussing about, Nanak, Kabir, Dadu Dayal. So everybody was Nirguna. And at the same time, they also believed in social equality and social tolerance. And that's what they believed in. And it can also be applied to Dadu Dayal also. Okay, so like I told you, that denounced the caste system against untouchability. That is, Dadu Dayal was against untouchability, and they also denounced the caste system as a whole. So now we are coming into Saguna Bhakti sense. That Saguna concept as we understood. That is, you can see one God, or you can give a form to God. Okay, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, 1486-1533. He popularized Vaishnavism in Bengal, in Bengali language, through his kirtanas, and he spread the message of that Raga Marga. And that is, we can talk about ultimately the path of spontaneous love was the best for salvation. Using music, using kirtanas, you can achieve nearness to God, and that was Chaitanya. Then again, Surdas, 1483-1563, is a follower of Vallabhacharya. He popularized Krishna cult in UP, and is the author of Sursagara, his poems. Sursagar, his poems are called as Sursagar, that is Surdas. Again, Saguna saint. Then Tulsidas, 1532-1623, worshipper of Rama, and composed Ramcharitmanas. Again, this was in news for unknown reasons. He also composed Hanuman Chalisa. Hanuman Chalisa, that Tulsidas, 1532-1623, worshipper of Rama. And he, again, Saguna saints believed in idol worship. So Tulsidas also believed in idol worship. Okay, then again Mirabai, she is from Sisodia dynasty of Chittor, one of the Rajput families, 1498-1569, and devotee of Krishna, and she popularized Krishna cult in Rajasthan through her songs. So Krishna cult in Rajasthan became very famous because of the songs of Mirabai. Then again Bhakti movement in Maharashtra is there. So we talked about Sufi movement, we talked about Bhakti movement. Again, one question we talked about in Indian culture, Pandharpur, Chandrabhaga river, and that Pandharpur movement is also called as Bhakti movement in Maharashtra. The Maharashtra Bhakti movement is concentrated in that particular region. Okay, so that is Maharashtra Dharma, it is also called as, around the shrine of Vitoba or Vittal, or the manifestation of Krishna, the residing deity of Pandharpur. Residing deity of Pandharpur. So this was there in one of the answer options. So again, as a manifestation of Krishna, Vittal is manifestation of Krishna, also called as Pandharpur movement. Also called as Pandharpur movement. So look at how themes can get repeated. Keep on anticipating questions. It's kind of a cultural revolution in Maharashtra because it helped in the politicization of the Maharashtra people. At the same time, the cultural revolution, the women empowerment also happened. Maharashtra nationalism grew, and this Maharashtra movement directly related to Shivaji establishing his Maratha kingdom led to development of Marathi literature also, elevation of the status of women, then breaking caste barriers within Maharashtra society. So it kind of a cultural revolution within Maharashtra state or among the Marathis. So classification of Bhakti movement in Maharashtra, it's called as Varkari and Darkaris. Varkari means those who believe in Yatra to Pandharpur, one who perform the Wari. Okay, that is Varkaris. The Wari means Yatra to perform. That is pilgrimage to Pandharpur. And these are the devotees of God Vittal of Pandharpur. Okay, and they believed in strict adherence, moral behavior, then avoidance of alcohol and tobacco. That's what they believed in. Okay, and examples of Varkaris are Dhaneshwar, Namadev, Chokamela, Ekanath, as well as Tukaram. Again, Darkaris are there who did not believe in Wari. They believed that God is everywhere. We don't need to get into Pandharpur. God is omnipresent. So no need for pilgrimage. And they also followers of Ramdas. Okay, and also they believed in harmonious relationship between the worldly life as a spiritual life. So you can balance both. Spirituality also you can, as well as the normal life, ordinary life also. And they believe they are the followers of the cult of Ramdas. Ramdas is one of the Bhakti saints of Maharashtra Dharma. And this Dhaneshwar, Namadev, Chokamela, Ekanath and Tukaram, these are the Bhakti saints of Maharashtra Dharma. But their system is Varkaris and their system, Ramdas system was Darkaris. Okay. And now we will discuss all these personalities. Dhaneshwar, Dhanadeva is a Varkari, and 13th century, 1275 to 1296, founder of Maharashtra Dharma, and that is Maharashtra Dharma is Maharashtra Bhakti movement. It was work in Marathi, two works in Marathi, that is both are in Marathi, that is Dhaneshwari, a commentary on the Bhagavad Gita, and then again Amrutanubhav. These were written by Dhaneshwar, also called Dhanadeva. Okay, and then non-dualistic Advaita Vedanta philosophy. So all these are Advaita, again little bit Shankaracharya's influence, again Shankaracharya's influence again coming from Vedanta philosophy. So non-dualistic Advaita Vedanta philosophy, and again emphasis on yoga and bhakti towards Vitoba, yoga and bhakti. So that is Maharashtra Dharma, one of the famous saints, and that is Dhaneshwar. And then again we'll talk about Namadeva, 14th century. He preached love. Most of his followers were untouchables, and is also regarded as one of the founders of this Varkari tradition. The first tradition we talked about, the Varkari performing Wari, they're going on pilgrimage. So that credit is given to Namadeva. Okay. Around again 14th century. Ekanath, he composed Abhangas, which are poems, in 16th century. Then again he wrote Bhavarta Ramayana. Another work, Rukmini Swayamvar Rastamalak. Okay, again Marathi. Tukaram, 17th century. That is contemporary of Shivaji. Shivaji got influenced by them. Ramdas also influenced Shivaji. And he preached Marathi nationalism. Like I told, it's a cultural revolution in Maharashtra. Which one? The Maharashtra Dharma. So it led to growth of the Marathi nationalism also. One of few more saints, Ramdas Darkari. And he combined spirituality and politics. Shivaji also got influenced by them. And he also authored, that is the Dashabodha. It's an encyclopedia. It's an encyclopedia on all aspects of life. So every aspect of life that is being discussed in this particular book we can talk about. So these are the famous saints of Maharashtra Dharma. So Ramdas, Namadev, Tukaram, Ekanath, okay, then again Dhaneshwar. And then again one more saint, that is Narsinh Mehta, and this is not Maharashtra Dharma. Okay, so not the saint of Maharashtra, it is a standalone. And 15th century poet is a saint from Gujarat, and is also called as first poet or Adi Kavi of Gujarati language, devotee of Krishna, and particularly his composition, the Vaishnava Janto, a bhajan, one of the favorites of Mahatma Gandhi ji. So again, I told you that this is not related to Maharashtra Dharma, not related to Maharashtra Dharma. So this is about Narsinh Mehta. So one of the saints which is related to Mahatma Gandhi, because Mahatma Gandhi is one of the favorite topics of UPSC, keeps asking questions. So that is the reason I have covered it here. And that one theme got over. And with reference to cultural history of medieval India, consider the following statements. Siddhas or Siddhas to Tamil region were monotheistic and condemned idolatry. Then again, Lingayats of Kannada region questioned the theory of rebirth and rejected the caste hierarchy. And the Lingayatism, I think I briefly mentioned in art and culture session. We will see here one more time, Lingayat. Okay, so Siddhas or Siddhas, yes, they are monotheistic, and Lingayats, that is particularly Basavana movement, that is answer is C. So Lingayat movement is majorly aided by Basavana. Okay, Basavana. And who are the Siddhas or Siddhas in Tamil region? Again, these are all, again, it is also part of the Bhakti movement itself only. The tolerance attitude in the society, as well as we can say reform of the society related to same thing. So look at that one, Siddhar or Siddhas. It means a perfected individual who has attained spiritual powers called Siddhi, who are wanderers, who are knowledgeable, and they go back to first Sangam. The time period of Sangam is Sangam literature. They goes back to first Sangam itself only. And who is the first Siddhas? Agastya. The first Sangam of Tamil poets, where Sangam literature was composed. It goes back to that point of time. Agastya is the first Siddhar. And there are 18 Siddhars in Tamil tradition. So, but the first Siddhar was Agastya. First Siddhar was Agastya. It means the person who achieved more knowledge is also wanderer, at the same time is also called a Siddhi. Believed in oneness of all creation, again Advaita, oneness of all creation, it's monotheistic, and also created Siddha medicine. It's an indigenous medicine system, and that also led to growth of this Siddhas movement. That also led to growth of indigenous medicine system called Siddha, like Ayurveda, Ayush, the full form of Ayush, Ayurveda, Unani, Siddha, that medicine we are talking about. Okay, and then again founders of Varma Kalai. It's a martial art. Again, one martial art of the South India we discuss, Kalariyapattu from Kerala, Parshuram legend created that one. Now they also founder of one martial art that is called as Varma Kalai. Varma Kalai. Then again Lingayatism in Karnataka, wearers of Linga. Founder was Basavana. That means they used to wear Linga, Shiva Linga. And this is during the time period of Kalyani Chalukyas and their feudatories Kalachuris. And the Kalachuris king Bijala. Okay. And during his time period, that is around 11th century, between 11th to 12th century, and that is when Lingayatism was developed. And he questioned the caste hierarchy, and the founder, I already mentioned, was Basavana. And sent him after the death, unite with Shiva. So no belief in rebirth. There is no belief in rebirth. They were against magic. They criticized Buddhism, Jainism, the magical tendencies in this particular religion. Okay, and sent women empowerment also, equality of the society. And now it is becoming a dominant caste in Karnataka. Lingayatism, it's becoming a dominant caste in Karnataka too. Okay. So this Lingayatism, that is Siddhas or Siddhars that we talked about. Okay, that is in Tamil region. This is in Karnataka region. Okay, so this is Karnataka. Lingayatism is in Karnataka region. And now one question was asked. Certain administrative terms questions were asked in UPSC. So in medieval India, the designation Mahattara and Pattakila was used for military officers, village headmen, specialists in Vedic rituals, again chiefs of craft guilds. Again, guilds, one question was asked. Okay, but this is just mentioned answer option. This answer option is actually these are village headmen. Certain terms are there in medieval India for village headmen, like Kats, Makaddams, Chowdhuris. Okay, so the terms I have given here, these are factuals only. Kotwal is a town administrator, Potwaris are accountants, then Kats, Chowdhuris and Mukaddams at the village level, and Mukaddams are village headmen and Kats are zamindars, and Chowdhuris are hereditary landholders, kind of a zamindars only. Okay, these are the medieval terms associated with administration. Medieval terms associated with administration, we can say. Okay, and then Banjaras, again related to economic life of medieval history, which are generally who these Banjaras are: agriculturists, warriors, weavers, and traders. Two types of concept you need to understand in medieval India. It is Baniya and Banjaras. Baniyas as well as Banjaras. Baniyas are local traders. They were local traders. It means they used to purchase from peasants the goods. They used to take it to local market at the village level. We can say village to town. These are called as Baniyas. And from this local market, the goods were transferred to bigger cities, metropolitan kind of cities market, like we can talk about Delhi, okay, Agra, then we can talk about Lahore, Pune, medieval cities we can talk about. And this trade was in the hands of Banjaras. That is long distance traders. Long distance traders. But these are short term traders, or we can are short distance traders, or local traders. These are long distance traders. and they were protected by the state. They were given protection by the state through soldiers. They need to pay certain kind of commission to state because they were very specialized in bulk commodities, movement of bulk commodities from one area to another area, from local area to bigger area. So Banjaras basically meaning D, that is traders. Banjaras are traders. Got it? Okay, so this one term was asked in 2016. There's a two concepts, Baniyas as well as Banjaras, you need to understand. Like I told you, Baniyas are local traders, Banjaras are long distance traders. And Alauddin Khalji, he had appointed one official to look after his Baniyas and Banjaras. They are called as Shahana, kind of a market supervisors. Kind of market, because Alauddin Khalji is known for his market reforms. So three kinds of markets he established: the food grains market. Then again we can talk about the cloths market, the slaves market, as well as horses market. And to control the prices of all those goods, so he used to register Baniyas and Banjaras, and he appointed an official Shahana to look after market, to look after Baniyas and Banjaras also.